afternoon, thank you very much and welcome here to Kenny Park in Athenry. It is Sunday the 2nd of November 2025 and the domestic hurling calendar in County Galway comes to an end today. We have a double header of action for you here on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. If you're a supporter of Kinvara and Mealy Gaircourt, check out the Steeltech Sheds intermediate hurling final later on, thrown in here at 2 o'clock. Well, our first broadcast, which you're watching right now, is the Ask Acorn Galway Junior 1 hurling final for 2025 between two neighbours in East Galway. It is Ballinasloe against Kiltormer. The two sides have operated in different divisions in recent years but have finally come together for a showdown. For Ballinasloe, they are the defending champions. They are going for 3 in a row. Can they advance again to a Connacht Junior Hurling Championship? Kiltormer dropped down from the intermediate ranks last year but have only suffered 1 defeat over the course of this season, getting 5 wins in the Junior A Hurling Championship before being beaten in a quarter-final. Guess who beat them? Yes, their neighbours, Ballinasloe, who went out to Loughrea on penalties in that competition. But since then, both sides have picked up the winning habit. Kiltormer with 2 victories against Onspiddale and Saltine Knocknacarra. Ballinasloe beat Micheál Brannock to get to this occasion. It's a game that has to be decided. No replays here. If we're not decided after 60 minutes, we will have extra time. We could have penalties. What we're guaranteed is 2 teams that know each other very, very well are going to leave everything on the field of play, and we'll have every puck of the ball view here in Kenny Park in Athenry. So shortly we'll be up in the commentary box, myself, Darren Kelly and Cyril Farrell, for the 12 o'clock throw-in, the Ask Acorn Galway Junior 1 hurling final, Ballinasloe against Kiltormer. It's a game to look forward to here on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM.
Start your day right at H53 Coffee, Ballinasloe, the local coffee spot serving never a day's trouble coffee beans, homemade sausage rolls and fresh smoothie bowls. Enjoy simple, tasty breakfasts, delicious lunches and irresistible cakes and bakes, all made with care right here in Ballinasloe. H53 Coffee, great taste, great people, great coffee.
And welcome back here to the commentary box in Kenny Park at Athenry. We're only moments away from the opening game of our double header here live on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM, the Ask Acorn Junior 1 hurling final for 2025. You can see in the middle of the field there at the moment the respective captains talking to the referee Shane Hines. On the left is Niall Kilkenny for Kiltormer in the green helmet. He's not found to start this game, as we've been told. The joint captains for Ballinasloe on the right, Owen Coleman in the defence and Cathal O'Hanlon in the attack as well. I'm joined in the commentary box here by Cyril Farrell to look ahead to the game. And Cyril, as we're watching the referee, the 2 captains, before we run through the 2 teams, we've spoken many occasions, obviously, from East Galway. I know these clubs very, very well. Kiltormer have been a golden team for many years, have dropped down a couple of divisions, but these 2 teams are going to leave nothing out there.
No, and you see, Darren, they know they played earlier on, and Ballinasloe actually got the better of Kiltormer that day, but this is probably a different ball game. Kiltormer are kind of feeling a more mature team, Darren. You like to have the key Kilkenny there, David Hayes up full forward from the Leicester. He's probably new to the scene at this stage, whereas Ballinasloe would have youth on their side, and I suppose Cathal O'Hanlon up front with the main player, but they're lovely in balance now. They're missing Danny Byrne from midfield, and Connaughton is playing out there. This will be completely different, I think, to when they met the last time, because even though Ballinasloe won, you just had the feeling that Kiltormer, their tradition, that they're trying to, as you referred, they had a golden age and they slipped down the ladder. It's really a big one for them, and I can see them, if they can win this, that they'll really even celebrate it, Darren. Even because they're trying to get back on track again, and it just shows you what can happen when you do start slipping. And there, when Ballinasloe won that game here in the year, I remember going in with you, Darren, into Ballinasloe about 2 weeks afterwards, and there was a great buzz. All the Ballinasloe people were actually talking. Ballinasloe have a following built up for the hurling now, which is great to see. They're coming back to kind of like a town like Ballinasloe. Having an active team in hurling is very, very important, really, to keep it going.
Yeah, there's a buzz, especially with this game as well. As you mentioned, Kiltormer, we'll run through their team there first. They haven't won a county title since 2001 when they were intermediate champions. This is their first county final for the club's first team in 19 years. And the Kiltormer team lines out as follows. In goal, number 1, Keith Kilkenny. Full back line, 2, Keane McManus, 3, Ronan Kenny, and 4, Michael Callaghan. The half back line were number 5, Garage Markham, 6, Stephen McManus, and 7, Evan Starr. In midfield were number 8 Ben Blaine, partnered by number 9 Mark Kilkenny. The half forward line 10 Tomas McCann, 11 Patrick Cormigan, 12 Matthew Lyons. Inside line 13 Rory Lyons, 14 David Hayes, 15 Ryan McDermott. Searle, as you said there, names standing out straight away: Kilkenny, Patrick Cormigan, David Hayes.
Yeah, and a name there that's unusual, like there's a Ben Blaine there playing midfield, hard honest worker, like, and he be coming from a horsey background, very good at what to do down there. And you have Paddy Cormican centre forward. Father was a great hurler. Young Lions and these as they're the kind of the new lads that Kiltormer would be hoping to kind of that they'd really open up. But Ballinasloe have been very effective over the last few years. We've seen them playing. Was it 2 years ago that in Pierce Stadium they beat Salt Hill that day with a nice steady brand of hurling, like Casey's quite good in goals up the middle, a very good Craig Potter.
Sorry, just jump in there for a second just before you run through the
and you'll find that it'll be tight.
And of course the connection to Garbaley College, the majority of both teams would have gone to Garbaley College at some stage there. We're getting ready for throw-in. As we mentioned, Shane Hines is the referee. Kiltormer attacking the goal to the right as we look at it here in the commentary box. Sir, we'll have a quick look around for any major positional switches. We can see Niall Jennings looks like he's gone in full forward for Ballinasloe there at the moment, and everybody getting themselves in position for this eagerly awaited contest. Kiltormer have suffered one defeat in 8 games this year. That was the Junior A quarter-final to Ballinasloe. Ballinasloe took a while to get going but didn't reach the Junior A semi-final, but the game is on. It's Mark Kilkenny with possession for Kiltormer, going to go for a shot at the post into the hands of the Ballinasloe goalkeeper Cormac Casey, but he hasn't dealt with it. David Hayes, the experience of the former Galway player, has the ball, trying to find a way inside as he won the free. No foul given to the referee. Gives the pass off. Rory Lyons is there wearing number 13 in the white helmet. The Ballinasloe players, they like their yellow helmets in Ballinasloe. Plenty of them wearing yellow today, and a free out is won eventually, but a dangerous attack there for Kiltormer.
Darren got out of jail there. Ballinasloe did, like goalie Casey was too slow, and David Hayes, you see, he'd be a mature fella at this stage, and he'd probably take the frees. But this guy, was a senior for Galway, and he just got a little flick in, looking to get away with it. As the first half goes, Darren, just looking down here, there's a nice little breeze with Ballinasloe blowing into, we'll call it, a scoreboard in.
Yeah, just looking to get that opening score, settle into the final. Cormac Casey, the Ballinasloe goalkeeper, takes the free and sends it down towards the opposing 45-metre line. Touched there by Evan Starr for Kiltormer. He wears number 7. He has possession of the ball at the moment, gives the pass off for Ben Blaine. Ben Blaine on the move to the 65-metre line. He'll go for the shot. They might be against the breeze. He got distance on that, not the accuracy though. The first wide of the game, sir.
Yeah, got great distance. Kind of a big. He'll do a lot of the kind of the horse work. Really, he's a great old worker like Blaine is. But that was just wide. But it still was a good strike.
Good strike there as the puck out comes to Conor Coleman. Conor gives it to Jack Mitchell. Jack Mitchell there just doesn't, well, he found a teammate there, but they're still making hard work. Ballinasloe, they're going for 3 in a row in the Junior 1 competition. A bit of nerves in the early stages as Craig Potter sends the ball down towards the attack. Garage Markham tried to get it for Kiltormer, not to be. Now it's Oren Sheenan. He kept the ball in play for a goal for Alan Caulfield in the semi-final against Micheál Brannock. The battle on the Kiltormer 45-metre line. Will it be a boy in blue or a boy in black that will get possession? It's Kiltormer that win the ball. ball. The pass forward to the 65-metre line. The sun is out here in Kenny Park in Athenry as Matthew Lyons gets a touch on the ball, gives it back to Patrick Cormican, and Patrick Cormican will send it down towards the corner, down in towards the inside line, looking for the open score of the game. Good defending from Ballinasloe, but it goes out, and an interesting tussle that'll be Sir Alan Reynolds against David Hayes.
Yeah, two strong men, like, you know, and kind of two mature guys at this stage. Just hasn't said Kiltormer have started that little better than Ballinasloe, Darren. Like, they've got the first few breaking balls and they're attacking against the breeze. Ballinasloe really haven't got into the game yet. Now it's early days yet, but like, there is a nice little breeze with them. But
2.5 minutes gone in the game. It's still scoreless in this Ask Acorn Junior 1 hurling finals. We're watching Matthew Lyons on your screen there. He got a call from Ben Blahane, and Ben, does he have the number to get the opening score of the game? He's going to go for another shot at the post. This is going to drop down in towards the house. Ballinasloe need to be careful. Kiltormer, a snapshot attempt by Tomas McCann, not to be good defending by Craig Potter. Another attempt by Ryan McDermott there, just didn't find a way, and it looked like it was Owen Coleman that made the block on that occasion for Ballinasloe. And the Ballinasloe full-back line much busier than they'd like to be in the early stages of this game, but they're managed to bring the ball outside the 20-metre line. Unfortunately for Adam Potter, the referee says he took too many steps, and Kiltormer should get the opening score of the game.
Yeah, great defence by Ballinasloe there. Now you had Mitchell and Coleman, all these lads diving in. Like, Kiltormer look very, very dangerous, like, but you know, they should get the score from this free. This is one of the new, we'll call him one of the new recruits, Rory Lyons, and you know, he's one of the younger brigade in the Kiltormer team. Young lad coming through, quite good at the frees and lively. You know, you'd have to say, Darren, that so far it's only a few minutes old, but Kiltormer have started, even though they've not done the scoreboard yet, they've started very well.
And Rory Lyons likes the numbers. Will tell you, if he puts this over the bar, he takes the free, he puts it over the bar. He won the club lotto exactly 12 months ago, and now he gets the opening score of the match. Kiltormer 1-0 up.
Yeah, well, was it worth much, Darren?
I think it was about 13,000, but
that was nice.
I better be careful there in case I got that figure wrong, but he's got 1 point here, and he'll take a few points today. If he got 13 points, he'd say Kiltormer are on their way to victory. Keane McManus tries to get a touch there for Kiltormer, but it goes out over the line, and Ballinasloe, with 4 minutes gone in this game, will try and create their first scoring chance of the match. As Cyril Farrell mentioned, the wind is favouring Ballinasloe in the opening half. They're looking for a third consecutive Junior 1 hurling title. Success for them has been sparse. They won the Junior A Championship back in 1985 and celebrated the 40th anniversary of that this year, as the sideline cut by Niall Jennings goes out to the left and wide.
Just wide, yeah. Now he cut it well, but just went wide, and it's the old story. Do you try to get a point out, or do you try to keep them play?
Plays out the far side of the field. Tomas McCann, wearing number 10 for Kiltormer, sending it down. They want to get David Hayes on the ball, and he'll be the main man there as Ballinasloe defend desperately in there. Is Ryan McDermott to help out Kiltormer, but Ballinasloe have managed to win the free out. And again, sir, as we're talking about Kiltormer and the danger that they're creating, the Ballinasloe fullbacks are up for the challenge.
Yeah, they're up for the challenge. Well, they know that David Hayes in there kind of disrupt them as well. But you know, like, just even the crowd are getting into it there. Like, it's a beautiful day there, and even though it's kind of nippy enough, but compared to last night in the stadium, this is summertime, if you know what I mean.
It's summertime indeed, and celebrations. The opening Sunday of November, and we just want to give a big birthday shout out to Sinead Kelly in Ballinasloe. She's keeping an eye on this there today, and anybody who knows me knows exactly why I'm wishing happy birthday to my wife, as Cormac Casey sends the ball down in towards the attack now, as Ballinasloe look to get an opportunity to get another scoring chance. A long range effort will drop down in towards the post. 3 players in there. A snapshot from the number 13 Oran Sheenan didn't get there in that occasion. Another one comes into the hands of Keith Kilkenny, and he uses his experience to send it out in the direction of Garage Markham, and Garage Markham now being surrounded by 3 Ballinasloe players, but the Kiltormer defender gets the ball away from danger. Sometimes, like in rugby, get it out for touch.
Yeah, get it out for touch. It's interesting there to see Kilkenny and go as that guy played county for Galway as well, and his father and his uncles and these, Tony Kilkenny, Ollie Kilkenny, Father Michael Kilkenny, become with a big pedigree.
Big pedigree indeed. He was an All-Ireland Under-21 winner back in 2007 himself. Ballinasloe again going on another attack, but the referee has spotted an infringement, and it's going to be a free out for Kiltormer. 6 minutes gone in this game. Still low scoring, 1-0.
Yeah, it's that kind of a game, like, but it's been well contested.
Well contested now as we watch Keith Kilkenny, the Kiltormer goalkeeper. Used to seeing him playing out the field. He's represented Roscommon as well, but here he's in the blue and white of Kiltormer, and he launches a long range effort and getting it down towards the opposing 45-metre line. A couple of players jump for the ball. Patrick Cormican was in that there too, but it's Jason Cunningham for Ballinasloe, leaves it off for Craig Potter, and Craig Potter now will play it low. This is a good play from Ballinasloe into the middle of the park. Aidan Connaughton, he'll go for a shot at the post. Is this the opening score for Ballinasloe? Not to be in that
Just
occasion.
wide.
Second wide for them.
Yeah, just wide there. I suppose you couldn't blame him to go for the shot. Half back tackle, and Ballinasloe worked it out lovely for Conte. He had a free shot, just went wide.
Just went wide on that occasion, and you're looking at Mark Kilkenny on your screen there. Kiltormer just a momentary lapse in concentration, but Stephen McManus takes the ball for them and he'll send it down towards the attack again. And here we go for the battles that anybody who's played in here to Kenny Park is certainly enjoying. Alan Reynolds wins it on that occasion, the fullback for Ballinasloe. Gets a little touch to Cathal O'Hanlon. He looks like he's playing a wing forward, even though he's wearing number 14, the joint captain. A high challenge on him. Foul committed by Patrick Cormican, and it's going to be a free out for Ballinasloe. It looked like both players are okay, and Cathal O'Hanlon might test this himself.
Yeah, he tried. Now he's a long way out, but like he'd probably have the distance, but the accuracy will be the thing. But he's a good player. Did well there. Like he got that ball back and worked the free, and he was surrounded by the blue jerseys of Kiltormer, but he won himself for free. It's not a gimme now, Darren. He's a long way out, but he's good at them.
Ballinasloe were Leinster Junior B champions back in 2023. Cathal O'Hanlon was man of the match on that occasion as he gets ready to take this free inside his own 65-metre line. This will give his team a massive boost if it goes over the bar. They beat Micheál Brannock 4-13 to 112 in the semi-final. Cathal scored 2 goals on that occasion, sends the ball down. Kilkenny knocked it out, but there's a square ball there, and it'll be a free out for Kiltormer.
Yeah, dangerous ball, but Kilkenny got up and tapped it out. Could have gone anywhere, but the referees deemed it they were in the square, so he had a free out. He was actually standing. The ref, to be fair to the ref, he was actually in there, Shane Hines. So
Shane Hines, one of the most experienced referees in Galway. Here on a big occasion, the second of 3 county finals. And of course, when you're looking at the boys in blue from Kiltormer, you're taking the blue and gold of Loughrea, county senior champions for the 2nd year in a row last night, 4th year in total. And Meath Gaircourt are in action later on. They're going up against Kinfarra. Another game will have live here on Galway GATV as Steve McManus launches a Kiltormer attack down there, batted out by a Ballinasloe defender. It might come out to Ryan McDermott. Owen Coleman is staying tight with him there. He wears number 4, but it's Jack Mitchell. Jack Mitchell with possession, the son of John, and John represented Ballinasloe at the International Hurling Festival back in 2013 in Croke Park, and Jack has possession of the ball and he'll send it out the field again towards the middle of the park. Great take in the air by Kiltormer. This is good play. Patrick Cormican with a shot at the post. It'll be a great score if it goes over, and it's gone over the bar, and definitely the score of the game. I know it's only the 2nd score of the game. An excellent take in the middle. I think it was Mark Kilkenny, and Patrick Cormican gets the point.
Great score off to his left, but the thing was, it was a right good bit of play. The Ballinasloe backs are having a right tussle with the Kiltormer forwards. But Kiltormer will be happy because they're gone 2 points ahead, and there is a nice breeze, and Ballinasloe are dreaming it, but here they come now.
Cathal O'Hanlon, the man with the ball, being marked by Garage Markham, sends it in towards Jason Cunningham. He wears number 9. Jason Cunningham takes the shoulder there. No foul, says the referee. Jason will go for the shot. The umpire steps, but the white flag will be raised. Good response from Ballinasloe. Jason Cunningham with their opening score of the game, 1-2.
Yeah, they needed that, like, just to get back, just to get on the scoreboard, like, and it was a good. I'd say he was on the advantage as well because he got a late tackle.
They tackled there, and Kilkenny doesn't waste time. The pace of the game is picking up. Evan Starr has the ball. The referee says he took too many steps.
The referee is correct, to be fair. Now Kilkenny found it with a lovely puck out, but he did take too many steps after working a lovely ball.
He'll be disappointed with that because it was a golden opportunity for Kiltormer to get another score. They beat on Spiddale 4-10 to 2-12 in the quarter-final before beating Salton Knocknacarra 16 points to 13 2 weeks ago in their semi-final. Cathal O'Hanlon is going to take the free again. Can he get it accurate on this occasion? Last one dropped in towards the house, but
yeah, it was a dangerous ball. He gave a free out, but he had well, he mightn't have had the distance, but he was very, very accurate. This will give him a better chance, Darren, because usually these free takers, when they're good, they like having one taken, they really had to kind of judge it the second time around.
He would have Connacht Hurling Shield with Galway. They beat Roscommon. The pre-season competition's coming back in the GA next season. That one goes to the right and wide, as you said, sir. They're difficult efforts to go for, especially with the swirling wind.
Yeah, it's a tricky way, like, to be fair, and he's out a long way as well now.
So Kiltormer to restart the action. Long ball down there, nearly taken by Adam Potter, not to be in that occasion. And a battle for possession there. Ballinasloe in black, still with the ball. The foul is won. Another free, another long distance free. Kiltormer are warming up a substitution, and it looks like it's a Martin Mannion that'll be joining the field to play shortly.
Yeah, he seems to be warming up. He's coming on for Hayes, I'd say.
Well, there has to be an injury there, sir, because
he's hurt. Yeah,
David Hayes has been well involved in the action. He's probably had more possessions than any other player in the opening 10 minutes of the game.
He's been involved, all right, but he's lame coming off. Yeah.
Massive blow for Kiltormer.
The interesting thing as well now, Darren, Kilkenny in the goals is pucking real long against the breeze. When in the second half, that breeze keeps coming like the way it is. He made to puck them down into the 21.
Carl O'Hanlon looking for a long puck too, but we're just waiting as David Hayes is going off the field to play. Massive blow for Kiltormer, a player that even neutrals we really wanted to see as Carl O'Hanlon hits another wide there for Ballinasloe, and we're just watching David Hayes off camera at the moment, just limping off the field to play. And it's a massive blow, the experience that he brings, the former Galway player, of course the nephew of the two-time All-Ireland winning captain Conor Hayes as well. He's off on this occasion. Keith Kilkenny with another of those long dropping balls down with Ballinasloe, starting to read it a bit better at the moment. That's not saying that Kiltormer are losing them much, but it's Ballinasloe in possession. The sun is there, making it a bit difficult to see, but Evan Hayes goes for a shot at the post. The opening scorer for him in this game, the second score for Ballinasloe. The sides are level here in Kenny Park, and for all the hurling we've seen, Sir, Kiltormer will be disappointed to lose their lead.
Yeah, they've done a lot of the hurling. That was a great strike. Came back on his favourite left. Look at that for a puck out, lads, against the breeze in the second half. This will be tough.
That'll be tough indeed. A battle there we're watching between Patrick Cormakin and Craig Potter. Kiltormer with possession. That's a good pass across to Martin Mannion, the substitute. Can he make it count with a score? Martin Mannion, what a way to enter the field of play. Puts the ball over the bar. Could he be the man we're talking about at the end of this game? It's 3-2 Kiltormer.
Yeah, lovely, but it's a lovely crossfield ball, Darren. Like, it took everyone out of the game, like a wing forward, a beautiful ball across. Mannion was in the right spot, complete on his own.
Cormac Casey goes for one down towards the opposing 65-metre line. Declan Dillon, he brings experience to this Ballinasloe team as well, down in the direction of Oran Sheenan, but he gets muscled out by Key McManus, and Stephen of the McManus clan sends a crossfield ball across it to Moss McCann, who sends a pass over to Mannion to get the last score for Kiltormer, and the battle is happening just outside the Ballinasloe 65-metre line, and a pass out towards the left, and this could be good plays. We're watching Tomas McCann again on the move there. Two Ballinasloe defenders are there. Evan Hayes was one of them. The referee very intent, keeping an eye on the action. His own Coleman plays the ball down towards the right to Jason Cunningham, and Jason Cunningham launches the ball in towards the attack. Didn't go into the hands on that occasion of Niall Jennings, and Kiltormer, I just said, should have dealt with it. They haven't dealt with it. There's two Ballinasloe attackers in there, and the ball has gone wide in the end. It was a ball, sir, and I thought that Key McManus was going to get it away, but all of a sudden I think Oran Sheenan found it in, and Ballinasloe nearly got something out of it.
And Sheehan and Coffey, they were all in there. Anything could have happened there, like it was dicey around the place, but Kiltormer got away with that one.
They got away with that one. It's officially the fifth wide of the game for Ballinasloe. As we look at the clock, it says nearly 14 minutes. Kiltormer 3 points, Ballinasloe 2.
Yeah, Kiltormer will be the happier team because they're against a nice stiff breeze, and they are kind of doing, they're forcing the game, and this puck out, like it'll be in the second half, it's going to come, you know, it's pucking very well against the breeze.
It's going down towards the half forward line. Ben Blaine leaving it off for Mark Kilkenny. Mark Kilkenny sends the pass forward to Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion tries for another effort, didn't get the space he got the first time. He might work it out the second time himself. Martin Mannion getting inside, he was well marshalled on that occasion. Ballinasloe closing out the space, and now they'll move the ball out the field to Aidan Connaughton, and Aidan Connaughton sends it down in towards the attack again. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Who'll win the battle? Who'll get possession of the ball? It's Ballinasloe that have it. It's Niall Jennings with the ball, and he turns inside there. Niall Jennings moving in as a player inside. Might go himself a shot. A goal! A goal for Ballinasloe, and Niall Jennings puts the ball into the back of the net. He bats it in there. It started with a Kiltormer attack the other end. Its play was turned over, and Niall Jennings gets the goal.
Yeah, we keep talking about a direct ball in hurling. You see it very, very little now, Darren. It's always worked, but that was a great clearance from the backs of Ballinasloe, straight up, you know, first attack. Now Jennings, he had a lot to do, came in around the left wing, like, and still great score.
Great score and a great ball by Aidan Connaughton as well. The late change for Ballinasloe. He's the man who sent it down towards the attack. As you can see there's another free. 15 minutes gone in this game. Ballinasloe 1-2. Kiltormer 3 points is the score in this game. And just let you know that today's match coverage on Scream Sport is brought to you in association with H53 Coffee. H53 are a locally owned coffee shop in Ballinasloe, serving simple, tasty breakfasts and lunches, along with some delicious cakes and bakes. Indeed they are. I can vouch for that myself.
Don't be making us hungry, Darren, for God's sake. But that goal is needed by Ballinasloe, Darren, because there was a stiff breeze in it. Like, they're going to need everything they can in the second half.
Well, can Carl O'Hanlon get his first of the day from distance? The umpires like it. It's gone over the bar. 16 minutes into the game. It's now 1-3 to 3 points, and Ballinasloe starting to get some control in this contest.
Yeah, that often happens. Get nothing for a while. Next thing come with a burst.
So the 3-point ball game, and of course it's early stages, and let's not forget that Kiltormer do have the wind in the second half. We're just looking at the supporters in front of us here in the commentary box. They're all glued to the action at the moment, and as you've seen on your screen, the main stand, the far side of the field, not a seat free that I can see at the moment, bar in the reserved area. Cathal O'Hanlon with the ball for Ballinasloe, sends it out towards the left to Jason Cunningham. Jason will go for the shot here. Jason Cunningham puts the ball over the bar. It's the second of the day, set up by Cathal O'Hanlon. Jason Cunningham with the point, 143.
Little stretch from Ballinasloe now, a beautiful little flick ball there. So, like, you know, from
Keith Kilkenny with a long ball down towards the opposing 65-yard line. Players jump for possession again, and Ballinasloe just reading the breaks better. Cathal O'Hanlon sends it down in towards the attack, and this I thought for a moment there that Alan Caulfield might be in, and it's a free in.
It's a purple patch starting for Ballinasloe. Really, they've got a goal in the point through all of a shot. Like, we're being out hurled up to this, and all of a sudden they've come alive.
They've settled into this game. There was a bit of nerves in the early stages. Alan Caulfield nearly getting through. I think Niall Jennings was the player that was fouled, and even talking about Alan Caulfield, they called him the Evergreen Alan Caulfield. Now, I remember being involved in a minor team back in 2003 when he was involved in that side there as well, and continues to lead the Ballinasloe charge and attack.
Yeah, well, he's good, and he's a lot of experience, like, you know, and he's good to have around the place. But all of a sudden it's typical, like, someone gets a break, you get your purple patch. It's important to score, and it's another point up for, what is it, 1-5-3 now for Ballinasloe.
Cathal O'Hanlon with the score there for Ballinasloe, 1-5-3 points. They've now scored 1-3 unanswered, but Kiltormer again will just keep with the game plan and seeking to work their way back into this contest. And Stephen and Garage Markham has the ball, tries to find it to Matthew Lyons. Matthew Lyons looking for a way inside, has blue jerseys nearby. They have the sun on their backs as well, Kiltormer, so that kind of equalises the win to a certain degree as Ben Blahane sends it down in towards the attack, looking for a one-on-one situation. Ballinasloe again trying to get it away, and it looked like it was Jack Mitchell that had the ball there. He gives it to Cormac Casey, and the goalkeeper launches it out the field. A great take there by Kiltormer by Stephen McManus. Stephen McManus sends another ball down the field for Kiltormer. This could be an opportunity now for Tomas McCann. He looked for a point there, and he was just closed off, and it goes out to the right wide, only their second wide of the game.
Yeah, let off there now. Like, got onto a lovely ball. Like, you'd imagine going to flash over the bar. What's nice now, Darren, is the game is opened up, and a lot of the teams are going direct, and you've kind of hectic stuff the whole time. It's a purple pass now for Ballinasloe. If they keep tipping over, they're stretching their lead, whereas up to 5 minutes ago they were barely in front.
They were barely in front. Indeed, they only got level in the 12th minute. We're now looking at 19 minutes, and it's 1-5-3 points, and they've just won a free here, and Cathal O'Hanlon will get the opportunity to put this over the bar, and if he does, there'll be 6 between the sides.
You'd expect him to score this now. He's a good free taker, and he's well within range. He's straight in front. He should put it over.
Cathal O'Hanlon takes the free for Ballinasloe, and the umpires will go for the white flag. The ball has gone over the bar. Another score for Ballinasloe, and Searle, again it's early stages, but Kiltormer could do with getting a point.
Yeah, well, like, it just shows, you know, with the ebb and flow, they'll get their turn as well.
Of course, they have Lochbay's Mike Ryan there, what you call it, in charge of him. Mike's son Jamie involved with the senior team that won last night. Can it be a family double for themselves?
Yeah, delighted for Jamie Ryan as well. Like, you know, it's the second county title, but like, he went through a lot of injuries. Got, like, myself and Sean covered Galway matches, and every time he got a run, he got injured. Like, you know, very unlucky. But these lads, they appreciate when they get a break.
Lochbay are doing the homecoming at the moment. No doubt Jamie might surface up here at some stage to watch. But we're looking at Evan Hayes. Evan Hayes with the ball. Can he work his way inside? Takes the shoulder. And legally, says the referee. Ronan Kenny, the man that came in there. So it's going to be another free inside.
It'll be another score, Darren, for, like, it was dangerous, but another score for Ballinasloe. What are they, 1-6-3 up? They should make it 1-7-3. All of a sudden they're stretching, but they will need it because there is a strong breeze. Evan
Hayes is a dangerous player, as I mentioned earlier on. He scored a goal in the semi-final against Micheál Branagh. Got a goal in the County Junior 1 final replay last year. Did go to a replay last year, but this year, as we watch now, and he's okay. He's back on his feet. There's going to be Cathal O'Hanlon. Exactly 20 minutes gone here. Ballinasloe 1-6, Kiltormer 3 points. But you feel this is going to be a big score if it goes over the bar first and foremost. Indeed, Cathal O'Hanlon obliges, puts the ball over the bar, and now there's 7 points between them.
Yeah, there's a bit of a stretch coming now, but as I say, they'll need it because it's a strong breeze, and Kiltormer will get a patch as well.
Kiltormer,
great catch here, Darren.
A big day for Kiltormer there, and a great catch there. Kiltormer's fielding has been excellent this game, but they need to add points to it. We're watching Patrick Cormican. Patrick Cormican gives the pass out to Ben Blahane. Ben Blahane will go for a shot at the post, and no, not to be. And you can just feel the Kiltormer supporters were wishing that over the bar.
There was a no coming from,
It's a great movement indeed. Kiltormer have had great moves in the game so far. Can they make the win count in the second half? Just watching the bench there, Craig Carey is warming up for Ballinasloe. He could be entering the field of play shortly. Neither management team wasting time making big decisions in this game. We're watching Ballinasloe, we're watching Declan Dillon with the white strap in the left leg. Back to Cathal O'Hanlon, who's grown an influence in this match there, and he's been fouled again. Kiltormer just needs to be careful. Shane Hines is picking up on these things.
Well, he's there. To be fair to Shane Hines, he's having a good game. He's doing nothing wrong. It was a free, like, but as you said, they're getting kind of, don't mean cheap frees, but easy frees enough. And like, you know, you have Cathal O'Hanlon taking him, and he should score it again. So they're stretching their lead. They have got a purple patch, and after starting very well for the first 10 minutes, kind of the last 10, Kiltormer have kind of gone out of it.
They have gone out of it so far, and of course when you concede opportunities like that, Cathal O'Hanlon rarely misses them. It took him a few shots to find the radar, and he's been accurate since. Here he is on the 45-metre line. Nearly 22 minutes gone in the first half. Cathal O'Hanlon hits it definitely, hits it over the bar. A score from a free, he won himself. That's 4 place balls in a row for Cathal O'Hanlon. Won 8 to 3 points.
Yeah, as you said, Darren, he's won a good food himself, like, so fair play to him.
He has done very well. He's helped 2 scores for Jason Cunningham as well. The scramble in the middle of the field as Kiltormer try and get the ball through Evan Starr. Be forced backwards now. Ballinasloe doing their own version of the press in this game, but Kiltormer will keep working hard. Tomas McCann, the number 10, is there as well. Has possession of the ball in his own 65-metre line. He worked hard for that. He's not happy he didn't get the advantage, but it's a free nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a free, and he was fouled. He worked hard to get it, like, and at this stage now Kiltormer could do it to score, any score at all, just to keep them in it.
Tomas McCann, he won a county under 13 B1 title back in 2018 with Mulla Kiltormer. They're joined together at underage but separate entities in adult level. He has also represented Ballinasloe, and that is in community games tag rugby, where they won an All-Ireland Championship the following year at under 14 level. He wants to beat Ballinasloe today. Free for Kiltormer on their own 65-metre line. 23 minutes gone in the opening half. Ballinasloe lead this game by 8 points. Can this start the Kiltormer revival in this contest? And it's gone out to the right and wide, and against her, they're just not getting those chances.
Yeah, they're half chances now. He was a good bit out like now against a nice breeze. He got the distance but not the accuracy.
Rory Lyons, the man that took the free on that occasion. Play restarts off for well, it's just restarting off there now for Cormac Casey. The sun just coming into our eyes here in the commentary box. We hope you're enjoying our coverage on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. Key McManus and Matthew Lyons combining for Kiltormer. Back to Garage Markham. Garage Markham plays it along the ground again. Good play for Kiltormer. Mark Kilkenny sending it down in towards the attack. Will it stay in play? A little touch on the ground there. That he just lost his balance, lost his foot, and did Patrick Cormac in, and unfortunately for him, Alan Reynolds was always going to win that race afterwards, and Alan Reynolds sends it down the field, but the hands set down Oren Sheenan. It is November hurling at the end of the day. We're going to have moments like this.
He'd be disgusted there with himself, like, you know, he had the ball kind of to himself, like, just let it go.
Let it go. It's going to be Kiltormer to restart the action through Matthew Lyons. Matthew Lyons, we're number 12 on your screen. Plays it along the ground, and it might break there. You can see Evan Hayes, the number 10 for Ballinasloe, so he's getting more involved in the action there now. He had 2 options. He decides to pick out Jason Cunningham. The midfielder Jason Cunningham now just shakes off the tackle, moves forward. Will he go for a shot himself? No, he's going to send it in towards the attack, trying to pick out Niall Jennings, the goal scorer. But Ronan Kenny had that well covered. The Kiltormer fullback sends the ball forward, and Kiltormer have a bit of space to use here now if they take their time. Michael Callahan, well involved in the club on and off the fields, sent it down in the direction of Rory Lyons. Rory Lyons, the hands were out, no free there, and the referee has brought it back. And again, sir, I just have to say the advantage, you know, at times Kiltormer would be getting a bit frustrated. They're not getting it.
Yeah, well, like, Lyons is a nice bit of pace, caused a bit of trouble, like carrying the ball, but he's a free in, but his skin is a long way out. The only thing is they're in the same position.
So Rory Lyons will go to take this free, and this will be exactly halfway out the field. Like, it is only the 13th minute since Kiltormer last scored. It feels like a long time due to the Ballinasloe's run of scores since 1-6.
Well, you'd have to say, to be fair, Ballinasloe started slow, but now they've thundered into the game, like, and they're playing a lot of direct ball. But you have to emphasise well that there's a fair old breeze out there.
There is a fair old breeze out there, and Kiltormer will happen in the second half. Just for Kiltormer supporters, wherever you're watching our coverage across the world, we hope you're enjoying it. And as we're just highlighting there, this game is far from done as Rory Lyons gets ready to take this free. 1 score could get Kiltormer back in the game. They're certainly with the better team in the opening stages of the contest. 4 wides for them, 5 for Ballinasloe. Rory Lyons against the wind. And again, everybody going quiet, respect for the free taker. We'll even whisper ourselves. Rory Lyons takes the free. I don't think that's going to be accurate for him. Not to be. It's 5 wides apiece. Kiltormer, the chances are just not happening for them.
Yeah, went wide on the same side now, like, you know.
So Cormac Casey to restart the action. Of course, this year in the Connacht Junior Hurling Championship, there's a semi-final for the Galway representatives. It'll be against Mayo's Moytera in 2 weeks' time. That'll either be played here in Kenny Park or in Dublin Park in Ballinasloe, depending on this result. Matthew Lyons has the ball, sends it across to a teammate. Looks like it was Mark Kilkenny, the man that drives it down the field. And now Kiltormer makes something count here. Patrick Cormacan really looking for the one chance to get into this game. The experienced player, the Ballinasloe fielder, should have been a free. Play continues on, an opportunity here. This is Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion moving inside to the Ballinasloe player. The ground, great save from Cormac Casey. Martin Mannion with the shot. We're going back for a free in for Kiltormer. The Ballinasloe field, they should have been one, sir.
Yeah, but Ballinasloe would feel that they should have a free out there because, like, you know, he went charging straight in. I don't know, he didn't. The ref didn't give it, but the Ballinasloe lad stretched here, but probably okay, just win it. Great save after that by Casey in the Ballinasloe goals. Like, brought off a wonderful save, so it should be a tap over for young Lions.
Yeah, in fairness, it was just one of those collisions. Patrick Cormacan was focusing on the action and nearly set up a goal scoring opportunity. Craig Potter is back in his feet, a teacher in Garbley College, the place he went to school in. As Kiltormer will come out, this is the opportunity to get their first score in 14 minutes, providing this goes over the bar. And Rory Lyons has been brought inside. No. For a moment there, I thought it was being brought inside with dissent, but not to be. But let's just go back there. A fantastic save from the Ballinasloe goalkeeper.
You'd have to say Casey and goes were off a great save, because if that went in, it was going to be counted. He was given an advantage. This should be a tap over free.
Cormac Casey was a corner forward for Ballinasloe last year. It was an injury, and that saw him go in goal, and he saved the penalty in that final. And Rory Lyons, it was very close as it got over the bar, just about, but it was probably too closer to the post than it needed to be.
with those.
So it's 4 points to Kiltormer, 1-8 to Ballinasloe. We look at the clock and just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And Ballinasloe trying to control possession. Connor Coleman with the ball. Gives the pass off to Aidan Connaughton. Well, it didn't get to Aidan Connaughton. Ben Blaine for Kiltormer has it. Can this be the start of the Kiltormer revival? Matthew Lyons though again. Ballinasloe applying the press. The Kiltormer player goes to the ground, but he got the pass off to Ben Blaine. And Ben Blaine launches a long, dangerous ball down. And Cormac Casey very controlled on the ball after the early slip at the start of the match. He's been in control since, gives it to Owen Coleman. And
direct, Darren, very direct again.
Direct, that's exactly the way that yielded the first goal for Ballinasloe in this game. But Kiltormer deal with it. Ronan Kenny is doing all he can in a full back there. It was Niall Jennings scored from the left, but he did get the goal. The man he's directly marking in this game. Matthew Lyons with the ball outside his own 45-metre line for Kiltormer, but they've been dispossessed. Declan Dillon has the ball, give the pass off for Niall Jennings. Niall Jennings trying to find space for a shot. He might find a teammate instead, an opportunity for Conor Hanlon, and I'm not too sure, I think it hit the post, but it's gone wide nonetheless. And another goal scoring opportunity for Ballinasloe.
Yeah, very, very close. Kilkenny giving out to his backline. They had chances to clear, but the direct ball, like Darren, is causing trouble because Ballinasloe are fighting very hard inside.
If Ballinasloe scored a second goal there, you would worry for Kiltormer. I don't think Craig Carey into the field of play. We didn't know as he did have the helmet on at one stage. Play continues on with 1 minute remaining in the first half of normal time. Hopefully the linesman in front of us here in the commentary box will indicate to us how much added time to be played. No doubt Sarah Goran, the stadium announcer here in Kenny Park, will give us that information. But Kiltormer could do at least another score, bring it back to 6 points. A massive difference between 6 points and 7 points. And no, I'm not quoting the word of the year, 6-7 on this particular occasion. Rory Lyons with the ball for Kiltormer, moves forward, shows a bit of skill there to play it into space, but Jason Cunningham stayed with him the whole time, and this is good work by Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion is a player in front, he might just go himself with a shot. This is good, looks good from our angle, is it good from the umpires? It's gone over the bar, and it's a massive score for Kiltormer. It brings it back to a 6 point ball game, 5 points to 1-8.
Great score. Martin Mannion's got 2 points as he came on, and he was under pressure, so great score for Kiltormer.
I think it was 1 minute of added time that was called. Sean Walsh confirms here beside me in the commentary box. 6 points between the teams, but that's a big score for Kiltormer. 2 in a row. The 30 minutes are nearly played. 60 seconds plus to go in this first half of this Junior 1 hurling finals. Aidan Connaughton has the ball, but the referee says he took too many steps. Kiltormer will get a free and an opportunity to get another scoring chance.
Yeah, and you have to say John Hines, he's strict on both sides on the over carrying.
He has been indeed, and consistent, it has to be said. The free, Rory Lyons, just been told to go back a bit behind the 65-metre line. It's on the central channel. If he can get a good contact on this, he could be able to put this over the bar, going for his third score of the game.
Pass
Rory Lyons decided to go for the pass down the direction of Ryan McDermott. Two Ballinasloe players are coming out to meet Ryan, but Ryan still has the ball out on the right hand side of the field as the wind is picking up here and just knocking our notes in the commentary box. Garage Markham inside the 45-metre line, turns inside. Kiltormer have a good opportunity here. Garage backs himself, goes for the shot in the post. The Kiltormer supporters were clapping already. It has gone over the bar, just dropping on top of the net. 3 in a row for Kiltormer at 6 points to 1-8.
Yeah, great return from Kiltormer. Now these scores are vital for half time.
It's back to a 5-point ball game, and all of a sudden the contest there, we did have a shot for Ballinasloe to hit the post. Well, Kiltormer have hit 2 scores after that, 3 in total, and they're back in the ball game as the referee Shane Hines blows the half-time whistle here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Ballinasloe lead 1-8 to 6 points against Kiltormer. Young players coming out for an exhibition in the break. Cyril Farrell, your overall thoughts in the first half?
Yeah, open. Like Kiltormer started very, very fast. Like, you know, and got the 2 points up and held it for a long time, and then Ballinasloe had a purple patch and streaked ahead. But there, about 5 minutes to go, Michael Ryan is on there. He pulled back one of the players from from Kiltormer playing as a sweeper because it was very open. Now there's a strong breeze. What is it? 1-8 to 11 to 6, 5 points. They're going to need it all because like Kilkenny's puck out, even against the breeze, was very, very long. In the second half, he made to put it where he likes. Like he put pressure all the time. There'll be terrible pressure on Ballinasloe. But I suppose Ballinasloe will be happy enough if they can keep the scoreboard ticking. Even though they're 5 up, it's still anyone's game, Darren. This could go either way.
Kiltormer have that bit of momentum with the 3 scores before half time. We're going to take a break here on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. We have highlights of the first half of this Ask Acorn Junior 1 hurling final coming up with you very, very shortly. Myself and Sarah will return for live second half coverage in about 5 to 10 minutes. The halftime score here in Kenny Park. It's Ballinasloe who lead by 5 points. Ballinasloe 1-8, Kiltormer 6 points.
They've nothing discovered yet. They've started very well.
And Rory Lyons likes the numbers. Will tell you if he puts this over the bar, he takes the free, he puts it over the bar, middle of the park. Great take in the air by Kiltormer. This is good play. Patrick Cormican with a shot at the post. It'll be a great score if it goes over, and it's gone over the bar. It'll be marked by Garage Markham, sends it in towards Jason Cunningham. He wears number 9. Jason Cunningham takes the shoulder there. No foul, says the referee. Jason will go for the shot. The umpire steps, but the white flag will be raised. It's not saying that Kiltormer are losing that much, but it's Ballinasloe in possession. The sun is there, making it a bit difficult to see, but Evan Hayes goes for a shot at the post. The opening scorer for Kiltormer with possession. That's a good pass across to Martin Mannion, the substitute. Can he make it count with a score? Martin Mannion, what a way to enter the field of play. Puts the ball over the bar, and Aidan Connaughton sends it down in towards the attack again. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Who'll win the battle? Who'll get possession of the ball? It's Ballinasloe to have it. It's Niall Jennings with the ball, and he turns inside there. Niall Jennings moving in as the player inside might go himself a shot. A goal!
Stiff breeze in it, like they're going to need everything they can in the second half.
Like in Cathal O'Hanlon get his first of the day from distance. The umpires like it. It's gone over the bar. In the reserved area, Cathal O'Hanlon with the ball for Ballinasloe, sends it out towards the left to Jason Cunningham. Jason will go for the shot here. Jason Cunningham puts the ball over the bar.
Yeah, well, he's good. He's a lot of experience. Like, you know, he's good to have around the place. But all of a sudden, it's typical. Like, someone gets a break, you get your puck straight in front, and you should put it over.
Cathal O'Hanlon takes the free for Ballinasloe, and the umpires will go for the white flag. 1-6 Kiltormer, 3 points, but you feel this is going to be a big score if it goes over the bar first and foremost. Indeed, Cathal O'Hanlon obliges, puts 5-metre line. Nearly 22 minutes gone in the first half. Cathal O'Hanlon hits it definitely, hits it over the bar. A scoreless game. The experienced player, the Ballinasloe fielder, should have been a free. Play continues on, an opportunity here. This is Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion moving inside to the Ballinasloe player. The ground, great save from Cormac Casey. Cormac Casey was a corner forward for Ballinasloe last year. It was an injury, and that saw him go in goal, and he saved the penalty. Not final, and Rory Lyons, it was very close to the ball. Give the pass off for Niall Jennings. Niall Jennings trying to find space for a shot. He might find a teammate instead. An opportunity for Cathal O'Hanlon, and I'm not too sure I think he hit the post, but it's gone wide down the whole time, and this is good work by Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion is a player in front. He might just go himself with a shot. This is good, looks good from our angle. Is it good from the umpires? It's gone over the bar. Garage backs himself, goes for the shot in the post. The Kiltormer supporters were clapping already. It has gone over the bar. Just good.
Start your day right at H53 Coffee, Ballinasloe, the local coffee spot serving never a day's trouble coffee beans, homemade sausage rolls and fresh smoothie bowls. Enjoy simple, tasty breakfasts, delicious lunches and irresistible cakes and bakes, all made with care right here in Ballinasloe. H53 Coffee. Great taste, great people, great coffee.
Good afternoon, thank you very much, and welcome back here to Kenny Park as we get ready for the start of the second half of the Ask Acorn Junior 1 hurling final. Ballinasloe leading Kiltormer by 1-8 to 6 points. There has been a substitution there. We believe it's a Ballinasloe substitution, but we'll just confirm a few in a moment which team it is before we announce the names there. But we have Craig Carey on for Declan Dillon. Is the Ballinasloe substitution definitely shown? Yep, it is indeed. So that is the change. Craig Carey down had the helmet on. We're just watching Declan Dillon there on the side there in front of the dressing room. But of course, your eyes are on the referee Shane Hines and the respective midfielders. Ballinasloe attacking the goal to the right for the second period. Is their 5-point lead enough against the win? Kiltormer will have that advantage. We're about to see, but Kiltormer finished the first half strongly. We'll run through the scores in a moment. The second half is underway. Mark Kilkenny trying to get control of the ball for Kiltormer. Has possession. He did this at the start of the match, and Kiltormer were putting Ballinasloe under pressure. Sent it down towards the attack in the direction of Rory Lyons and Martin Mannion. It's Martin Mannion, wearing number 23, tries to turn it inside, but only finds a Ballinasloe defender, and Alan Reynolds will bring that ball out the field, but he doesn't bring it too far because he got hooked in the process. And Patrick Cormican will go for a shot at the post, and Patrick Cormican puts the ball over the bar. 30 seconds into it. Great start for Kiltormer, sir.
Yeah, it's a ball that should have been cleared by Ballinasloe, but they got caught in Cormican over the bar, and that brings it back to 4 points. Like, all of a sudden, you know, like it's going to be tit for tat here. Ballinasloe kind of would want to get an odd score.
Between the 28th minute and the 31st minute, Kiltormer halved the deficit. They were 8 points down, 1-8 to 3 points. Now back to 1-8 to 7, and they have won a free here in the middle of the park if Rory Lyons can put this over. Yeah,
well, the thing is, like, the breeze behind him, he'll definitely have the distance, and it's the accuracy that'll count. He's out around the middle of the pitch, but you'd imagine he'll get this over, and that if he gets this, it brings it back to 3. Like, it's a different ball game altogether.
Hurling's been playing Kiltormer since 1897, but the official club incorporating Clontuskert and Lawrencetown was formed in 1969. Rory Lyons is from Clontuskert. He is their top scorer, but he's got 2 points in this game. Mark Mannion has 2 as well. Rory Lyons will go for the shot at the post, wide. Not to be first wide of the second half.
Yeah, that's let off for Ballinasloe now, because that had been brought back to 3, like, you know. So be interested to see how far this puck out comes now, you know, from Casey.
Cormac Casey, what can he do with this there now? He's only going to get it as far as the 65-metre line. He was trying to pick out Adam Potter, the number 7, but it's won by Patrick Cormican. Patrick Cormican in the middle of the park for Kiltormer. Sent it down in the direction of Martin Mannion. 2 points in play. And since he came off the bench in the 11th minute of this contest, and he has been really involved in this contest as Kiltormer. They have the boost. Mark Kilkenny has the ball. Mark Kilkenny with a shot at Mark Kilkenny. Puts the ball over the bar. Second minute of the second half. 2 scores for Kiltormer. We're talking about what Ballinasloe would do if they got 2 points at the start of the second half, but it's Kiltormer.
It's Kiltormer taking the game to him, yeah, like in the puck out, like, but he's got a short one this time. Ballinasloe tried to work it up.
Ballinasloe going to try and work it up. They need to get a score here. You'll feel it's 5 in a row for Kiltormer. This game very much alive in Kiltormer. Have the wind, who are going to be the Junior 1 hurling champions. Stephen McManus is determined it'll be Kiltormer as he found the ball, sent it forward with Ballinasloe battling the stop and pass in the 65-metre line. Evan Hayes, the man involved in that. You can see Craig Carey with possession for Ballinasloe. Send it back to Aidan Connaughton, who likes the space, but Patrick Cormican straight in there for Kiltormer. Wins the ball for them, and he's on the move as Patrick Cormican goes for the shot. The adrenaline is not going to carry over the line. It falls for Cormac Casey, and Cormac Casey, we were all thought for a moment that was going to go wide. Not to be. Cormac Casey sends it down the other side of the field, and it's touched by Evan Starr. Evan Starr for Kiltormer inside his own 65-metre line. He bounces the ball. He headers it as well. Why not? Multi-talented. Evan Starr with a shot at the post. Is it going to carry into the hands again of the goalkeeper, Cormac Casey, and he just send it out the field. A bit of tennis between Cormac Casey and the Kiltormer team at the moment. Aidan Connaughton trying to get a touch for Ballinasloe, but Michael Callahan did well, and he did well the second time getting a touch, but Ballinasloe had possession again through Adam Potter. Adam Potter sent it up towards the 65-metre line. Aidan Connaughton was there, but it's won by Michael Callahan. Didn't get control, goes on over the line. What's going on there, sir?
It's gone up 10 notches all of a sudden. Darren tackles going in left, right and centre. It's a right good tough junior game, but very, very fair. No hard, no dirty bells, but by God, they're diving in on top of everything, and, like, you know, the tempo has got faster and faster. Kiltormer come right back into it. It's important for Ballinasloe that to try to edge the score, work something.
Well, it was a game that always, these two teams know each other so well, like any neighbouring clubs throughout the county of Galway or throughout the country of Ireland too. Ballinasloe and Kiltormer know each other very well as Mark Kilkenny launches another attack for Kiltormer. Jack Mitchell has lost a hurl, tried to kick the ball. He is a dual player, is Jack Mitchell, but it's won by Patrick Cormican, and Patrick Cormican can go over the shot. It's another point for Kiltormer. It's gone over the bar by Patrick Cormican, 2 for him. him in the second half alone, and it's 9 points to 1-8.
Yeah, he's on fire, like, and he's opening up. You'd imagine that Ballinasloe should bring back someone extra, I suppose, to try to help it. They're still in it. They're 2 points up.
They're still leading by 2 points as Patrick Cormack's third point from play in the match as Jason Cunningham tries to get a Ballinasloe attack at the back goal in this game. Alan Caulfield is there for Ballinasloe play on the left. Carl O'Hanlon inside the pass comes in. Evan Starr slows Carl O'Hanlon. Goal! A goal for Ballinasloe, and Carl O'Hanlon got the touch on the ball, and somehow the ball travels over the line. What a response!
They needed that, Darren, because they were being played out the field, but they got one chance, worked a great score, and they fell to the right man. Only a little flick, but a little flick did, and Cormac is on fire up front, but beaten to this one.
2-8 to 9 points to Ballinasloe. Carl O'Hanlon with that goal. What can Kiltormer do to respond? Because they've gotten themselves back to a 2-point ball game. It's still only 5 between them. The referee spots a chop down, free out for Ballinasloe. The next score going to be massive, sir.
Yeah, well, they've got 2 goals now, and it's still like that is there. There's 14 points to 9. Next score is massive, but Ballinasloe kind of got a lifeline with that. There's the first attack, the only attack they had so far. What's gone the second half? 5 or 6 minutes. Only got the attack they had. They worked a great goal and it fell to the right man, O'Hanlon.
5.5 minutes gone in the second half. It's Ballinasloe 2-8, Kiltormer 9 points. A very, very exciting tussle in this second period so far as Cormac Casey, the goalkeeper for Ballinasloe, takes the ball, sends it down in the direction of the attack, and Ballinasloe, Evan Hayes gives it into Carl O'Hanlon. Carl O'Hanlon with the space, with the red boots, goes for the shot and puts the ball over the bar, and another score for Ballinasloe, and just like that, 2 in a row. All of a sudden we're at that point again, 6 between them.
Yeah, long puck out here by Kilkenny.
Keith Kilkenny decided to pick out Mark Kilkenny, and Mark is the ball there. Aidan Connaughton stuck tight with him there. Mark Kilkenny trying to hold on to the ball, keeps it in play, needs support. Had Garage Markham there, decides not to use him, sends a diagonal ball across, one of those dangerous ones in the direction of Ryan McDermott. 2 Kiltormer players battling with Owen Coleman, the Ballinasloe defender. Rory Lyons is also involved in that tussle. It's on the 45-metre line, and Ballinasloe managed to turn over the ball on that occasion. The next score is critical for them. A couple 7 between them, and they're on the move down the right in front of us here in the commentary box is Jason Cunningham. Jason Cunningham sending the pass across to Evan Hayes. Evan Hayes with possession, looking for support, sees it out left. That's where they met Hay for the goal. That's where we're looking for another one. Kiltormer taking no chances. Ground hurling alive and well in Kenny Park. Hit up to the 65-metre line, but still in Ballinasloe. That's a great block down there by Mark Kilkenny on that occasion for Kiltormer, and he's managed to get possession out of all that and sends it down towards the attack. Can Kiltormer get a goal to get themselves back in this game? Ryan McDermott has the ball, but it's won by Alan Reynolds. Alan Reynolds, the full-back, has done well in this game, even if he's conceded a couple of the scores to the direct man. It's in the middle of the park. Carl O'Hanlon out on the 65-metre line, trying to get away from Mark Kilkenny, sends it across towards Aidan Connaughton now on his own 65-metre line. The rain coming down in Kenny Park. There's dark clouds here, but it's not spoiling the action. A long ball down towards the attack. Ballinasloe looking for the break with this again, 3-on-3 situation. You can see Niall Jennings was there. He got the first goal of the game. Ballinasloe still in control of the Stiller, even if they haven't taken it into the hands. It comes out to Craig Carey. Craig Carey will go for the shot, didn't get the power in it that he wanted. Maybe there was a hook or a block there. There's a Ballinasloe player on the ground, but Keith Kilkenny wins the free out. We might get a hold up and play.
Yeah, they all need a breather, because like there's 1 or 2 lads stretched this day. Nothing dirty, but just hard tackles and people out of breath. Kilkenny caught that ball, just a miss-hit coming in, anything can happen. But it's the kind of a game that if Kiltormer get a goal, even though they're well behind at the moment, they're 6 points down, it could turn again, because you can see down there's little purple patches. When one team gets a score, they get 1 or 2, and then the other team comes back. But it's an exciting game up and down the pitch, played at helter-skelter pace, and it's a good. It's a good standard for junior.
It's a good standard for junior. There's 2 players down, 1 from each team. Garage Markham is the man down for Kiltormer. He represents Ballinasloe in rugby. Also plays soccer with East Galway United. It looked like that it was Oran Sheenan, the man that was down for Ballinasloe. He has represented Galway at under 14 level in the Sean Purcell Memorial Cup, scoring 2-3 and an academy day once for the Galway footballers. Also likes to play a bit of golf.
Yeah, and I see a number 19 here kind of getting ready below us under Sean Claffey. Might be used after a while. Long ball here from Keith Kilkenny.
Long ball from Keith Kilkenny as Kiltormer just need to get a score, get themselves settled down again. This could be the opportunity with Tomas McCann. Tomas McCann hit it low, not too sure if it was intentional. Ryan McDermott is there for Kiltormer and it hits the side netting.
Ballinasloe, Darren have been more. No, that's once or twice that could have gone into the net. Got away with that one. Lucky enough.
Got away with that one there. I thought Tomas McCann might have taken the point originally first, just to settle things down again. There's still plenty of time. We've only played 9 minutes of the second half. Ballinasloe 2-9, Kiltormer 9 points. The 2 goals, the difference between the teams, but a lot of hurling to be played, and Evan Starr has been playing a lot of hurling in this match so far. Goes out over the line. It's going to be a Kiltormer ball.
Yeah, Kiltormer ball, and I can see Sean Claffey's getting ready down here in front of us. I know where he's going to come on. Kiltormer probably will have to throw in a few subs just to change it. They're chasing the game now. They're playing quite well, and even though Ballinasloe are 6 up, they could turn on the sixpence with it. This kind of a game is topsy-turvy.
Matthew Lyons plays a bit of tennis as well. Sent it out, but didn't get the contact in that.
Hooked it back out over the sideline again. Can be very happy. See along the line there, Darren, you can see the pitches begin to cut up a bit. No fault of the pitches because the weather's been tough for the last week or two. But along the line, it's very hard. If you're taking the line ball under, you want to push it out out over the line, to get the grass.
Evan Hayes restarts the action. Gets right underneath the snare and sends it down in the direction of Oran Sheen, and he gives it to Cathal O'Hanlon with a shot at the post, and not the connection on that he wanted. Just the first wide of the second half of Ballinasloe.
First wide, It was a lovely move, great catch, lovely pass, long puck out again by Kilkenny. He's finding that far side very easy to find. There's a lad half tackled.
10 minutes gone in the second half. The Kiltormer number 10, Tomas McCann, has the ball and he feels he was foul. Play continues on. There's another Kiltormer substitute warming up as well. We might have a double substitution shortly in this game for the boys in blue, but Adam Potter clears the ball for Ballinasloe into space, looking for Craig Carey. He was the Ballinasloe Player of the Year in 2023.
Look at this, Aaron.
Across the field to Evan Hayes. Loads of space here for Evan. Evan Hayes goes inside there, tries to bounce it off the ground there. He might be better off just taking the score if he can get a bit of space from the defenders. Goes for the shot. Keith Kilkenny deals with that very well.
That ball, Darren. You 2 lads loose on both sides of him.
He should have passed it sooner or taken the pop earlier, you would feel. Down the other end now to Patrick Cormican. Patrick Cormican has been fouled in that occasion, wins the free. Might be a hold up in play. We might get the substitution, but Kiltormer will get their chance to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, it's a free in now, so this should take it back down to 5. If they're going to bring on the sub, Sean Claffey, they want to bring them on now. There's a break in play.
Breaking play there as we watch Patrick Cormican there.
John Hines bringing the ball forward. Someone must have said something.
Another club ambassador is Patrick Cormican, the trained the under-16s with the club. He was also a Sports Star of the Week in the Connacht Tribune back in 2013. His service to Kiltormer going well beyond that, and another experienced head. And that's the heads what Kiltormer will need to use now, Cyril, if they're going to work their way back into this contest.
Cormican will be bred in hurling, he be well got, great bit of stuff. He's really come into the game the second half. This should be a tap over now for Rory Lyons and bring it back to 5 points.
He's looking for his 3rd score of the game, Rory Lyons. If this goes over the bar, indeed he just takes the point. That's exactly what you want to do in that situation. Bring it back to a 5-point ball game, 10 points to 2-9.
Yeah, it's still in the balance. Breeze is still there, and for Casey, he'll be doing well to make around midfield with the puck out.
I was saying Sean Claffey will be coming on the field to play shortly. Niall Kilkenny, the other player, warming up as well. He is the captain at Kiltormer. Big names there that Mike Ryan and his management team of Derek Dervin, Mark McCabe and Shane Fennerty can bring onto this. There, the referee's ball
that's a big call there, because the Ballinasloe field, they should have got a free first, didn't get it, and Shane Hines is giving the free now for Kiltormer. Here comes Claffey.
Claffey's coming on for Rory Lyons, so they're changing the free taker. An interesting call there, but that's the call that Kiltormer are going to make. So we'll see how this all pans itself out. It's Kiltormer's ball, the far side of the fields. Well, Rory Lyons has been meant to be going off. He's planning to take this free, but I think Tomas McCann is going up for this. So I don't even think Rory's realised yet that his afternoon is over.
Well, Sean Claffey will be very experienced as well now. Can he be strong? He'll be a good hurler. He won't weaken the team, Darren.
Yeah, no, Rory Lyons has now realised that he has been substituted. So Tomas McCann getting ready to take this. As I mentioned earlier on, an All-Ireland winner in rugby. Can he be a county championship winner in hurling here today? 43 minutes gone. Tomas McCann, can he put this over the bar?
It's gone left, I'd say.
It's gone well left there on that occasion. In Kiltormer, the wide count, Cyril, is similar enough, but you just get the feeling that Kiltormer have missed more big opportunities.
They have missed a few frees like that. Did you imagine with the breeze that they will be scoring?
So Cormac Casey restarts the action for Ballinasloe out towards the middle of the park, and Tomas McCann there trying to grow an influence, but Evan Hayes is battling there for Ballinasloe. He also wears the number 10 jersey, like a scrum. Ireland played New Zealand last night. We're watching Kiltormer against Ballinasloe here, and it's Jason Cunningham that wins the ball for Ballinasloe, gives it to Craig Potter. Craig finds the brother Adam. Adam needs a second touch in that. Matthew Lyons trying to apply the pressure, but gives it out towards Conor Coleman, and Conor Coleman, can he keep this ball in play? In the black helmet is Conor Coleman. He does indeed have the ball. He says to Roisin, captain Ballinasloe, to a county camogie championship last year. Sean Claffey trying to get his first official touch of the game. Tiggy missed the slayer. Matthew Lyons has the ball. Kiltormer on the attack here if they can control the ball. Martin Mannion didn't get the control he wanted, but he still has possession of the ball. He pushed back to the 65-metre line, drops it forward, but not to be. Won by Adam Potter, and Adam Potter will send it up in the direction of Evan Hayes. Evan Hayes loses his foot and was aware there was a teammate in front of him, and that teammate was Jason Cunningham. Jason looking for a bit of support, or he sells the dummy, goes inside. There's Jason. Player out to the right. That player is Alan Caulfield. Alan Caulfield, great touch there by Ronan Kenny. A very important touch by the Kiltormer number 3. Not that Alan Caulfield would have been going low, but it stopped at a certain point. You would feel there's still a free in for Ballinasloe.
Yeah, they could have tapped that over. I was thinking of a goal. At this stage, I was well take their scores. This should be a score, but it was helter skelter here. You think Kiltormer were going to have it cleared out. Next thing, it was turned over again. It's played now, Darren, to be fair, at a frenzied pace. And there's mistakes being made on both sides because everyone is diving in at it.
Everyone is diving in as we're going to watch Cathal O'Hanlon there getting ready to take this. As rounds of applause, people are getting behind their team, and we're just going to watch the free here by Cathal O'Hanlon. So Cathal O'Hanlon with the free puts it over the bar. 16 minutes gone in this game. It's 2-10 to 10 points.
Yeah, back up to 6 again. Like we're 5 at half time. This is the pass puck out here. Kiltormer let it slip. So
Kiltormer let it slip, and now it's with Craig Carey. Craig Carey took the pass and made on Connaughton. Craig will send it down towards the goal, and Keith Kilkenny just gets his hands on that, and he'll move the ball out the field towards the middle of the park. Kiltormer need to do something soon. Matthew Lyons with the ball, but surrounded by 2 Ballinasloe players, Conor Coleman and Evan Hayes. Evan Hayes is covered and mounted to the ground in this game for Ballinasloe, the black and amber, but it's Kiltormer with the ball. Can they get the score? Not on that occasion, and Evan Hayes will bring it out towards the 45-metre line. Low ball in the direction of Cathal O'Hanlon. Cathal O'Hanlon there, the hurler's gone away from him.
He's had to kick football.
I tell you, there was players from Rockquillan and Salty not the carriage to control the ball.
He still has no hurl.
Last week, and he still has no hurl. I wonder at what point does the referee though say you need to go back and get your stick.
Yeah, well, he kind of made a third tackle there. Now he didn't have done it. It's hard enough to get caught, but the poor devil, he had his hurl was gone for a good while. But O'Hanlon, to be fair, he's a fair bit of stuff, and he's thrown himself around. The last time they were attacked, Caulfield could have gone tap that ball over the bar. He's kind of take the wrong options, but I suppose when you're young, you kind of go for these things. Keith Kilkenny will come for this. He'll go for a score from this, Darren. He's a good bit out, but I think he'll have the distance, no problem. It's the accuracy, but this lad will feel that he can score this.
He needs to test the range there anyway, but we just want to say today's match coverage on Stream Sport is brought to you in association with H53 Coffee. H53 are a locally owned coffee shop in Ballinasloe, serving simple, tasty breakfast and lunches, along with some delicious cakes and bakes. Keith Kilkenny, can he bake up something here for Kiltormer as the ball drops down around the 20-metre line here? And again, the battle between the respective teams. Who'll win it on this occasion? Alan Reynolds, the fullback for Ballinasloe, is there, but Kiltormer might have a bit more control through Patrick Cormigan. Patrick has the ball. Patrick Cormigan gets inside and shot a shot. A save from Cormac Casey.
Great save.
Mitchell. Well, he tried to clear, but he found Adam Potter. But what a save again by the Ballinasloe goalkeeper.
Yeah, they get a kind of a soft free enough here now for Kiltormer, but it was a great save, to be fair to Casey. He got a great save there and cleared it out. It was a goal chance, again, you feel if Kiltormer can get a goal, anything can happen here. This should be a tap over free to bring it back to 5 points.
Yeah, I want to say for him, hard to believe that Cormac Casey just became the Ballinasloe goalkeeper by accident last year when Shane Reynolds picked up an injury, and now is the established number 1 for the team, Tomas McCann, to take this free. Kiltormer need to get something from this attack. You would feel Tomas McCann takes the free. He puts the ball over the bar. 18 minutes gone in this game. It's still a 5-point ball game, 11 points.
5-point ball game, yeah. It'll be interesting which side he's going to come with this puck out. When Kiltormer scored so far, Ballinasloe hit back every time. What Kiltormer need is kind of get 2 or 3 scores in a row.
Keane Conley will be coming on the field to play for Ballinasloe very, very shortly. There was 12 minutes to go in this County Junior 1 hurling final. Ballinasloe in control, but Kiltormer not out of the match. There has to be a winner today, whether it happens in 60 minutes, 80 minutes.
We're looking at one of these famous scrums, Darren.
Famous scrums indeed. There's plenty of touch paws engaged going on in the sliotar in this, and Shane Hines, the referee, said he didn't like what he saw, so he's just going to throw it in there randomly between respective players. And Mark Kilkenny has the ball for Kiltormer. Mark is on the move. Mark will go for the shot at the post, will he? It drops, comes off the uprights, and Moss McCann's there. He wasn't expecting it. Jack Mitchell just did enough to pull him off, and it's gone out wide in the end. Is it? I wasn't sure was it a Kiltormer or Ballinasloe player
that's
there.
a let off again. That could have been in the back of the net. Like, you know, there's no, good God Almighty, lads. That was very, very tight.
That was something else there as well,
Hit
and
the
that will
post.
change the game.
Came back in. Kiltormer forwards there. Had all to do was tap it in. Didn't happen. 2-10 to 11.
In fairness to Tomas McCann, he wasn't expecting it there. Like,
no, to be fair, no.
It kind of just came all of a sudden, and then he was being up against Jack Mitchell to stop that. Connor Coleman is going off the field to play for Ballinasloe. Keane Conley has come on for them, so that's the substitution for Ballinasloe in this game. But Kiltormer, a big opportunity there. Can they get the green flag, Kiltormer, to really put themselves back in this game? They might need one, you would feel. Ballinasloe, though, a couple of points could have them in real control of this game as Evan Hayes goes for the shot. Good defended by Garage Markham. It might drop down Gary Owen style ball. See, we're using a bit of rugby and terms.
Great
the
score.
Shot from Keane Conley. He's just on the field of play. His opening touch of the game results in his opening score. 2-11 to 11 points.
That's what you want from a substitute. Went up and caught the ball and turned out, and he's probably in his left side and got a good ball in it. Long ball by Kilkenny.
The Kiltormer captain, Niall Kilkenny, will be on shortly. We're watching Ballinasloe again now. They lead by 6 points, and that's Niall Jennings, the man that scored the goal. He started the game in corner forward. He's back in defence, back the extra man, as Searle suggested earlier on. Ballinasloe might be better off doing the stop. Kiltormer getting the space. Craig Carey sends it out towards the left, out towards Alan Caulfield, and that'll come into the hands of Keith Kilkenny. And Keith Kilkenny, the goalkeeper, just holds it down there, sends it out the field again. Kiltormer needs to get another score. We're inside the final 10 minutes of this Junior 1 hurling finalist. Matthew Lyons goes to the ball for Kiltormer. Patrick Cormican has possession, given no space. He's won the free, though. He's won the free. Niall Kilkenny is eager to get on the field to play for Kiltormer. Patrick Cormican wins the free. Niall comes on. He's going to replace Ronan Kenny.
Yeah, it could be a kind of there could be someone half injured there. I'd
say so too, because again, it's another player that just, you just would be surprised to see going off with the attempts they've had in this game. But either way, that's the decision.
Patrick Cormican is causing a lot of trouble, Darren. Isn't anybody gets onto him, he's nearly fouled. Like, he's the one. He's the go-through man above and the forwards. He's great in all the scores.
And especially in the second half, he has good moments in the first half, but he's really tried to drive Kiltormer on in the second half. Tomas McCann, can he get this score? He does. He puts the ball over the bar. 9 minutes to go, and it's back to a 5-point ball game. 12 points to 2-11. Are we asked? They need a goal stage yet, sir?
Yeah, well, you are. Like, Kiltormer to get a goal, anything could happen, but they need a goal, I think, to come to kind of make it, to get it in front of this game.
Martin Tully will be the next player that comes on the field to play for Kiltormer. He's just putting the helmet on, doing his warm-up. We watch the action on the field of play, and right in front of you there is Craig Carey. Craig Carey against Sean Claffey. Craig Carey wins the free for Ballinasloe. They'll slow this down. Cathal O'Hanlon will come over to take the free. The Ballinasloe supporters in front of us, they give a round of applause. Cathal O'Hanlon, can he put this ball over the bar?
Yeah, well, he's a long way out now, to be fair, but he'll go for it. Saw him the last 2 years. He's a good free taker. Like, he's accurate, and he believes in himself, like, and now it isn't a gimme. He's out about 2 or 3 yards in from the sideline, and he's on the 65. So
he's scored 1-7 in this game today.
Now he's against a strong breeze, so he can give it a good rattle. Like, he'll have to hit it hard anyway to get kind of a low trajectory into it.
Just going through his routine there, the joint captain for Ballinasloe, Cathal O'Hanlon. It'll give his team, no, it's going to go to the right. Will it stay in play? No, it doesn't. It goes out to the right and wide.
Yeah, you'd want to have gone well left there, because that breeze is well against you.
So Carey just been called out by the stadium announcer, Sarah Govern, but Keith Kilkenny, the goalkeeper for Kiltormer, to restart the action. Another point gives him a bit more belief as he sends it down in the direction of Mark. But Mark Kilkenny nearly took that ball from Aidan Connaughton. He might get it yet. Aidan Connaughton moves it forward, but Garage Markham is there. This is Patrick Cormican with the ball again, being well tightly marked here, as you'd expect, but he wins the free again.
Yeah, he's drawn the fouls, like, and you can see the puck out. Like, Keith Kilkenny is finding Mark Kilkenny the whole time, like on the far side. That's his go-through man the whole time. Mark tries to get ahead to Patrick Cormican. That's where they're getting the scores from.
So it's going to be Tomas McCann to take the free for Kiltormer. The substitution taking place shortly. Again, another one, bring it back to a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, and someone adds something to the ref because he's brought forward, like, it's a tight angle enough, but he's in a nice position.
And like we said about Kiltormer's discipline in the first half with the loose challenges, that ball goes wide. Ballinasloe need to keep their heads as well there now. They don't want their mouths to allow Kiltormer back into this game
that's
easier.
Twice now they've been brought forward, and that's a let off.
Kiltormer making a substitution. Martin Tully is coming on for Ryan McDermott. That's a change for them. 6.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Ballinasloe 2-11. That's 17 points in old money. Kiltormer 12 points. 5 between the teams. Cormac Casey restarts the action. Sent it out in the direction of Evan Hayes on the ground. The Ballinasloe players won the free anyway. The sun just popping out again. A welcome sight there because the dark clouds are still hovering around. We had a bit of rain during the start of the second half, but it's dry at the moment. And Ballinasloe will have this free. Colin O'Hanlon is going to take it.
As you said, we have hail, rain and sunshine.
Hail, rain was Craig Carey that won the free on that occasion. Colin O'Hanlon will take the free for Ballinasloe. All the weather here as winter time has arrived, but hurling continues in Galway, at least for today. We'll see what happens. There's a battle there, and it's Oran Sheenan with the ball, tries to go for the shot, and is it gone in? It's gone in. I think it's Oran Sheenan. It's gone into the back of the net, and Oran Sheenan has put that in. I don't think Alan Caulfield got a touch on that, and it looked like that Sean Claffey had dealt with that, but Oran Sheenan has helped the ball over the line, and Ballinasloe have the third goal and possibly the winner's hurl.
Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of a mistake goal really, but he still caught it out of the sky. That's a fill-up again, because Kiltormer were edging back bit by bit, but a goal like that, here to come again, Kiltormer.
3-11 to 12 points, and Kiltormer certainly need goals now. 5.5 minutes, 8 points between the teams, and they're making another change. Enda Fenton is coming on the field of play for them. He's going to replace Evan Starr. Kiltormer have used the bench. They've used as many players as they can. Tomas McCann will have the free, and even at the moment, put this over the bar if you're a Kiltormer supporter. That's what you'll want to see. Just get a score to reply to the goal and then evaluate the situation. This needs to go over. Tomas McCann, it's not gone over. It's not gone over. The contact wasn't good either, Searle, and they're the little things that decide county finals.
The ball didn't come up there, and he had to follow the ball, if you know what I mean. The rise didn't come up right from it all.
3-11 to Ballinasloe, 12 points to Kiltormer. Ballinasloe in control. Kiltormer needs scores. They need them fast. They're going to need at least one goal. They might need two. Mark Kilkenny launching this attack down from Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion trying to find a way inside with the Ballinasloe defenders. They did their work. They forced the steps.
All day the Ballinasloe defence have been very good, even when they've been breached, to get back and cover the whole time. They're covering there again, like the mid Kiltormer, and kind of over carrying the free out for them. And you can bet your bottom dollar Cormac Casey will come to it, and he'll take his time, like any experienced goalie will. There's 5 or 6 minutes left, I suppose, for minutes injury time. Definitely Ballinasloe, the goals, they're in the driving seat. 3-11 to 12.
Yeah, 3-11 to 12 points. Ballinasloe, a dual town, a great tradition in football. They've never won 3 county titles in a row in hurling at adult level. They are just 4 minutes plus injury time away from achieving that feat and qualifying for the Connacht Junior Hurling Championship if the ball goes out over the line. And it's going to be a Kiltormer ball, and it's going to be Matthew Lyons. And Matthew Lyons, the tennis player, hoping to have a better forearm than the last time he took a sideline cut. Can he launch a Kiltormer attack that will get him back into the game? He decides to stroke it on this occasion and toward the direction of Enda Fenton or Ben Lane, but it's Jason Cunningham that has the ball for Ballinasloe. Jason Cunningham sends it down in towards the attack. Another score or two will surely wrap this up, but Michael Callahan says not this time, and he gets the ball out the field of play for Kiltormer out towards the middle of the park. But Niall Jennings working hard in defence. Kiltormer still have the ball. Can they just work together? Matthew Lyons has possession with the ball, goes the ground, was taken down. The free in. The free in, 3 minutes to go.
Well, you see what Ballinasloe are trying to do, and suppose you can't blame them. They're trying to prevent a goal anyway. They're taking lads down. That's another free. Should be a tap over, but they just want to make sure.
It's a substitution for Ballinasloe. Danny Byrne, who's the co-captain of the football team, comes on for Aidan Connaughton. Martin Mannion is going to take the free on this occasion. And sir, I suppose it's fair to say, not that we want to be criticising individuals, the difference in the free taking to Colin O'Hanlon to the Kiltormer players has been a massive difference in this
Colin
game.
O'Hanlon, we've seen over the years, he's been very, very accurate. Now he's missed one through. It's a tricky day, it's not an easy day, but again it shows you the value of a good free taker.
Will he drop this in, or will he pop this over the bar?
I'd say he'll go for a point.
Take the point, bring it back to a 3-score game. He teased it. He teased it, but Ballinasloe didn't take it. And they have brought the ball out again there again. Composure from Ballinasloe, composure from the defence, and it was the full back again, Alan Reynolds. Sir, you'll be picking man of the matches, no doubt, in a bit. There'll be many contenders. We'll go to that at the full-time whistle as we watch it with Evan Hayes. Evan Hayes with the ball for Ballinasloe will send it across the field, across in the direction of a teammate there as Ballinasloe look for the scoring opportunity. It's back with Craig Carey. Craig Carey will go for another opportunity. Danny Byrne was the first man that had a go, but Craig Carey leads it in towards the house there. Could Ballinasloe get another goal to wrap this victory up? Kiltormer are determined not to let them in. Ballinasloe still though have the ball. They have an opportunity for a shot, and it's popped just over the bar. Over the bar there was a Keane Conley, the man that put it over the bar. 2 for him after coming off the bench, and it's now 3-12 to 12 points. And Sir, you would feel it has to be 3 goals or bust for Kiltormer.
Yeah, they'll come again with a burst. There's no doubt about that. They won't die but you'd have to say Kiltormer, Ballinasloe in the driving seat.
Garage Markham sends the ball down the field and it goes out wide, and another wide. 5 wides in the second half for Kiltormer. 10 in total in the match. 7 for Ballinasloe, sir.
It's a bit like Ballinasloe being very accurate. You'd have to be very happy with the Ballinasloe defence as well. Very, very good. And their forwards have taken good scores. 3-12 is a good score this time of the year, with the weather great. Another great catch.
Well, when the stats are done at the end of this game, it'll be the 3 goals from Ballinasloe that'll be proven to be the difference between the teams. Kiltormer are certainly much tighter on many occasions in the game, but Ballinasloe with their scoring chances count. The game's not over yet. We still have 30 seconds of normal time. We'll keep a listen now to see how much added time will be played. But Ballinasloe's number 3 on the verge of 3 in a row. Alan Reynolds sends the ball out there. We're going to have 3 minutes of added time. 3 more minutes on top of the 20 seconds remaining in this game. That ball goes out harmlessly out to the right. It'll be a Kiltormer sideline cut.
Yeah, it's Ballinasloe now really. You can't see Kiltormer getting 3-12 to 12. It's very hard to see them getting the 3 goals, because Ballinasloe are fighting for everything as if their lives depends as well. Here comes Kiltormer again. Yeah,
Ballinasloe are going to be bringing 1 or 2 substitutions on at the moment. Keane Fahey looks like he'll be the first of them. He's waiting for the next breaking play for him to come on the field of play. Kiltormer just need to try and create a goal scoring opportunity. Yeah. Anything is possible. We make contact with the player. Yeah. It's going to be a free in here, and this will certainly be lights out if Carl O'Hanlon puts this over the bar.
Frustration there on the part of Kiltormer. They had a 3 chances clearing number 12. He's going to get natural lines. He's going to get poked, just pulled up kind of a wild flake. And O'Hanlon will probably score this again.
It looks like Alan Caulfield will be going off there. We're just waiting. Yeah, so we're going to have the official substitutions. Keane Fahey for Alan Caulfield, but Nisha Murphy will be coming on the field of play for Ballinasloe as well. He thought he was getting on there straight away, but I think the first one was forced, and Jerry Seal, the secretary of Ballinasloe GA there, just getting it written off camera at the moment. We're keeping an eye on Carl O'Hanlon. We have nearly 1 minute of the 3 minutes played. We might get a 4th out of that. The second change is Jason Cunningham coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Nisha Murphy, as we said. So they're all being announced at the moment as we wait for the countdown to the game, and so no rush off the field to play.
Yeah, I'd say they're just kind of running down the clock as well, and probably a few players that played during the year and some of that injuries, given that they're in a happy position to be on for this. Was it 3-12 to 12, and Hanlon will probably score this as well. He's been very accurate all day and led his attack well.
Of course, Charlotte, it's been like we were talking at the start there, but the golden period for Kiltormer as Carl O'Hanlon puts this and sweetly puts it above the black spot over the bar to put 10 points between the teams, 13 to 12 points. But as we come towards the end, this is a golden period for Ballinasloe at the moment. We are talking junior level, but this will be a 5th major title in 3 seasons, providing nothing mad happens in the closing stages.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what stage it is. Like a county final, Darren, is a county final. Even if there's grade X, it's still a county final to the players, to the management, and they'll celebrate the same thing as say Loughrea did yesterday in the senior.
Well, indeed, as Mark Kilkenny, he's hurled out well for Kiltormer. We'll get Searle's thoughts on the best players and his overall man of the match as soon as the full-time whistle goes in this broadcast before we wrap up. And of course, don't forget, this is the first of 2 live games on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. We'll tell you about that in a moment, because Patrick Cormican has been fouled, gets the pass over Garage Markham with a shot. It's in the net. It's a goal for Kiltormer. It's a goal for Kiltormer, and it's Garage Markham has put the ball into the back of the net. It looks like too late, but great strike from the number 5.
Great strike, the ref was given the advantage. It just shows what can happen in hurling. Time is nearly up, but it's give Kiltormer a lifeline.
It's 112 to 3-13. Could they get another one, Kiltormer?
Well, they're going to keep going. They're a proud club. Okay, they'd be disappointed for those, but they're still alive. Hurling is a funny game, Darren. They can twist in a second. 6-7 points of football. Like, it's a lot, but not in hurling. But you'd have to say it's Ballinasloe's to lose.
They still need 3 scoring chances. We've played nearly the 3 minutes that was signalled. We did have the substitutions taking place. You'd imagine there's another 60 seconds. Hardly enough time for Kiltormer, but they did get a goal to give their fans something to cheer about in the closing stages.
After turnover ball here now on Kiltormer, which is nearly as good as a score for Ballinasloe. So one talk, so he'd probably bring it up a little bit. And, you know, Casey will come from goals, take his time and have a look up.
Just say if you don't have a weekend pass on Galway GATV, don't forget we've Kilvary against Mealy Acorn coming up at 2 o'clock. Sean Walsh and Cyril Farrell will be in the commentary box with that. That's another big game to look forward to. That's the intermediate hurling final for 2025. We'll have the presentation to the winning team at the end of this broadcast there, but we're watching.
Casey's gone back and goals, and Hanlon's going to have a go at it.
He's going to have a go at it there to see can he finish it a high or even set up somebody inside. 3.5 minutes of injury time have been played. 3:13 to 1:12. Ballinasloe will have the ball. Evan Hayes tried to calmly put it over the bar, but Niall Kilkenny, the Kiltormer captain, said no, and he sends it down the field towards Mark. Mark flicks it, but only flicks it to a Ballinasloe player, and Ballinasloe will move up the field and play through Niall Jennings. Niall Jennings sent it down towards the right side of the field. Will Evan Hayes get another go again and leaves it out for Niall Kilkenny to block it down. Michael Callaghan with possession for Kiltormer plays it along the ground to Niall Kilkenny. This is all happening in their own full back line. 4 minutes of injury time have been played. The referee Shane Hines is blown the final whistle. It's all over, and Ballinasloe have done the 3 in a row. They have won the Junior 1 Hurling Championship for 2025. They've won this game by 7 points, 3:13 to 1:12. Cyril Farrell, your overall thoughts on the game?
Look, at a very enjoyable game. Like, there was 5 points up at half time. Ballinasloe with the strong breeze, like, and you'd say, well, it was just about enough. But the Kiltormer came back in the second half. But the goals for Ballinasloe, really, I suppose that was the big difference in the end. And I thought Darren, their defence, like led by Alan Reynolds full back and Potter centre back, they were absolutely brilliant, like all through. Now Kiltormer tried hard. Patrick Cormacan had a tower of it all through, but especially in the second half. You know, Stephen McMahon centre back, Kinney until he went off, so he got a yellow card. But up front again, Ballinasloe got great scores, and again, like, you'd have to say probably the man that stood out really is Cathal O'Hanlon. Like, he took his scores well, was fouled for a lot of the frees, took his goal well, but kind of led by example. We've seen him now for a good while, and he's a fair operator. As the game went on, you know, Kiltormer first 10 minutes were on top, and then Ballinasloe came into it, and then before half time Kiltormer came into it again, and you'd say it's 5 enough, but we've seen even yesterday you have to do everything right to come from behind, and like Kiltormer tried and tried, but I suppose at the end of the day, like, what was it, 3:13 to 1:12, really Kiltormer missed a few frees that they could have got as well, but really it was the goals were the difference.
Are we just confirming Cathal O'Hanlon is the official man of the match?
The official man of the match.
The O'Hanlon household will be building another extension to the amount of man of the match awards it's received in recent years. But just as we wait there and we'll break away from our broadcast here to go to the presentation as soon as they're ready. For Ballinasloe, 3 in a row, 5th major trophy in 3 seasons, another crack at the Connacht Championship. Like, again, I mentioned it during the commentary near finish, another massive boost for hurling in the town.
Yeah, like Darren, I couldn't believe there a few weeks ago. Remember they played earlier on the league or in the junior, and they had beaten Kiltormer and gone into Ballinasloe for the other matches. Like the buzz that was there from the week or two before, and people talking, Ballinasloe people really proud of the bunch of players they have. They're building a following now, and they're beginning to realise, God, we have a team again, we have a good team again. And like, I know Kiltormer have come down the pecking order, but if you were told, say, 20 years ago or 15 years ago that Ballinasloe would be beating Kiltormer on a fairly regular basis, like in hurling, you know, you'd be questioned.
Yeah, it's sort of something like being a
in your time,
person,
Darren,
we would have dreamt about just competing, let alone winning. Before we go there, because we can see the captains heading up quickly on Kiltormer, a massive blow for them not to pick up silverware this year, the first year down in junior, but they knew they were going to have a 2-year spell here. They have time to reset and bring back the winning habit.
Yeah, well, and I know Ballinasloe well. I knew, like, as the game went on, the first half against the Breeze, kind of brought back a sweeper and tidied up. But that's what they have, and look, they have to keep working. They slip down as well through the numbers. That's the biggest thing that can happen. But they'll come back again. Their tradition is so strong that they will come back to the regroup. And they'll take that on the chin. That's part of the game, like, and they won't begrudge Ballinasloe. Ballinasloe is a town. It's great to see. Like, if you have the hurling in the towns, like where the population is, we need the population out of the country. But you look at the moment, Loughrea are champions, town. Ballinasloe, town. Athenry coming again, town. You know what I mean? You need Clarenbridge, town. Okay, Turlough Moor, big numbers as well. Like, you need the hurling. The hurling is getting strong in the stronger kind of areas. Now, the population thing is a big problem, but the standard of hurling in Galway, Darren, is high no matter what grade you go to.
It is, and indeed, what a game we had here as well. We're going to leave this broadcast of the Junior 1 hurling final. Thanks to Brian Murphy, our cameraman, to Cyril Farrell, John and myself, Darren Kelly in the commentary box, and to Sean Walsh for stats. Don't forget, there's another live game coming up, Kinfarry against Mealy Kirkcourt, the intermediate hurling final. Get it now if you haven't got it already. But let's go to the presentation. The joint captains for Ballinasloe, Owen Coleman and Colin O'Hanlon, are there. The final score in this Junior 1 hurling final, it finished Ballinasloe 3-13, Kiltormer 1-12.
Ladies and gentlemen, just before we get to the presentation, just a few quick thank yous. First of all, I'd like to thank Acorn, represented here today by Emma Gould, who come on board as our sponsors of the Junior Hurling Championships last year and stayed on board again this year. We're delighted to see a national company with a local base doing so well, so thank you to Emma, Mark and all the team and Acorn for their continued support. As well as that, I'd like to thank our team of officials led by Shane Hines today, and all the officials who have officiated throughout the year in all our championships. Today sees the last weekend of our hurling championships in Galway, and we can't have the games without our officials. So to all our umpires and linesmen and referees throughout the year, massive thank you from everyone in Galway Hurling Committee. As well as that, I'd like to thank the committee here in charge of Kenny Park for having the place a fantastic condition yet again. Weather conditions have turned in the last few weeks, and the pitch turned out in famous condition as always. So massive thank you to Malachy, Johnny and all the team here in Kenny Park as well for having such good conditions. To Kiltormer lads, listen, hard luck. Just didn't go anywhere today. In fairness, it kept battling at the end, even got the goal there with a minute or two to go. I'm sure you'll regroup and go again next year and have a right chance at the new junior competition. And I wish you the best of luck in the future, lads. No doubt you'll be back to give it a good go. To Ballinasloe, lads, congratulations, 3 in a row at this competition. It's a club and team that have been going from strength to strength. It's a team that since I've been in my job, I've got to see grow from strength to strength, winning a Junior B, then going on to win the 3 in a row at this competition. And I've no doubt you're going to finish business at the Connacht Junior level at this stage. And I'm sure Derek and all his team will have you ready to go against Maitura, and hopefully go beyond that again. And we wish everyone associated with Ballinasloe G the best of luck in the Connacht Championship, and I really hope that you go out and show what you can do, lads. So congratulations again today. And with that, we're going to start the presentations, and first of all, it's going to be a busy man. First of all, I'm going to ask that Emma Gould of Acorn to present the winning Man of the Match awards to Colin O'Hanlon. And with that, it gives me great pleasure to present the cup for the 3rd year in a row to the joint captains, Colin and Owen. It's more an honour doing. Done 3 more on Court Show Glocker son for the Ballinasloe. Woo! This is a really special day for Ballinasloe GA Club. 3 years in a row, Junior 1 champions, that's special, lads. And that is all down to everyone on that pitch. The players are unbelievable. I want to thank the big work for the players. The training since February has been unbelievable. The lifts home, coming home from Limerick, coming home from Dublin. It's like a senior setup. We're doing all the same training. Those players, a big round of applause. To our backroom team, who have done unbelievable work to get us in tip-top shape again. We've been coming up to training Tuesday night. Nolan Catering has had dinners on the table for us. It's been unbelievable. We're very lucky the work that's been put in. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart for everyone. Dave, Rob, Murph, Jody, Aidan, Muzz, Ash, Jeff, everyone, I hope Jerry, everyone has put in so much work. It's unbelievable, and we wouldn't be here today without everyone. Thanks so much. To Shane Hines and his referee team, thanks very much for refereeing a sporting game. Without referees, we don't have a game, so thanks very much, Shane. I'd like to thank everyone that sponsors this competition in Galway GAA for running the Junior 1 again. Look, we're going up for its Premier Junior next year, and we can't wait to get a battle at some of the teams coming down. We'll be ready, we can't wait.
Just first thing I want to say is, Kiltormer, that fair play to you. We've had two really, really tough games, probably the hardest games we've had all year against you. You have some brilliant hurlers. Me and Colin played with you in Galway. Some really good young hurlers, and hopefully we can keep driving off each other, and we can get better with each other, and we can keep going up, because that's what we need. We need a rivalry, and we need to push each other and stay going and try to get back up to intermediate. The last thing I want to say is to the support. I know this is our third year in a row, and you can almost get complacent and say that we've won 3 and it doesn't mean as much. But this year, it felt like it meant more. The flag, the call for people, the amount of messages that we got during the week, the videos that people were making, the support. It felt like this was a senior final, and we've never been in one. And it's unbelievable, and it feels like the pride back in Ballinasloe hurling, and it's great to see. And the last thing I want to say is, we're not finished yet. We still have another game to go, and our eyes are on it. And it's where we've been looking since January. This is where we want it to be. We're back there, and this is where we need to drive on. And we need that support again. We need them flags to stay up, and we need that support, because we're going for this Connacht final. Hold it down!
The air by Kiltormer. This is good play. Patrick Cormican with a shot at the post. There'll be a great score if it goes over, and it's gone over the bar. It'll be marked by Garage Markham, sends it in towards Jason Cunningham. He wears number 9. Jason Cunningham takes the shoulder there. No foul, says the referee. Jason will go for the shot. The umpire steps, with the white flag will be raised. It's not saying that Kiltormer are losing them much, but it's Ballinasloe in possession. The sun is there, making it a bit difficult to see, but Evan Hayes goes for a shot at the post. The opening scorer. Kiltormer with possession. That's a good pass across to Martin Mannion, the substitute. Can he make it count for the score? Martin Mannion, what a way to enter the field of play. Puts the ball over the margin, and Aidan Collington sends it down in towards the attack. Again, it's a 3-on-3 situation. Who'll win the battle? Who'll get possession of the ball? It's Ballinasloe that have it. It's Niall Jennings with the ball, and he turns inside there. Niall Jennings moving in as a player inside. Mike Gomes have a shot. A goal! Back in the reserved area. Cathal O'Hanlon with the ball for Ballinasloe. Sends it out towards the left to Jason Cunningham. Jason will go for the shot here. Jason Cunningham puts the ball over the bar. This game, the experienced player, the Ballinasloe field should have been a free. Play continues on, an opportunity here. This is Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion moving inside to the Ballinasloe player. The ground, great save from Corbin Casey. Martin ball, give the pass over Niall Jennings. Niall Jennings trying to find space for a shot. He might find a teammate instead. An opportunity for Cathal O'Hanlon, and I'm not too sure. I think he hit the post, but it's gone wide on the whole time. And this is good work by Martin Mannion. Martin Mannion is a player in front. He might just go himself with a shot. This is good. Looks good from our angle. Is it good from the umpires? It's gone over the bar. It's inside. Kiltormer have a good opportunity here. Garage backs himself, goes for the shot in the post. The Kiltormer supporters were clapping already. It has gone over the bar, just dropping on top of the net. And Alan Reynolds will bring that ball out the field, but he doesn't bring it too far because he got hooked in the process. And Patrick Cormican will go for a shot at the post, and Patrick Cormican puts the ball over the contest. and he has been really involved in this contest as Kiltormer. They have the boost. Mark Kilkenny has the ball. Mark Kilkenny with the shot, and Mark Kilkenny. Hurl tried to kick the ball. He is a dual player. It's Jack Mitchell, but it's won by Patrick Cormican, and Patrick Cormican can do over the shot. It's another point for Kiltormer. It's gone over. They're still leading by 2 points as Patrick Cormican's third point from playing the match. As Jason Cunningham tries to get a Ballinasloe attack at the back goal in this game. Alan Caulfield is there for Ballinasloe player on the left. Carl O'Hanlon inside the pass comes in. Evan Starr goes. Carl O'Hanlon. Goal! Goal! Of the attack in Ballinasloe is Evan Hayes gives it into Carl O'Hanlon. Carl O'Hanlon with the space with the red boots goes for the shot and puts the ball over the bar. Back for Ballinasloe is there, but Kiltormer might have a bit more control through Patrick Cormican. Patrick gets the ball. Patrick Cormican gets inside and shot the shot. A save from Casey. And Jack Mitchell. The ball for Kiltormer. Mark is on the move. Mark will go for the shot in the post, will he? It drops. Comes on the uprights of Osman Cannon's there. He wasn't expecting it. Jack Mitchell just did enough to pull him off. As Evan Hayes goes for the shot. Good defended by Garage Mark, and it might drop down Gary Owen style ball. See, we're using a bit of rugby and terms. The shot from Keith Conley. He's just and will take the free for Ballinasloe. All the weather here as winter time has arrived, but hurling continues in Galway, at least for today. We'll see what happens. There's a battle there, and there's Oren Sheehan with the ball, tries to go for the shot, and is it gone in? It's gone in. I think it's through. So get another goal to wrap this victory up. Kiltormer are determined not to let them in. Ballinasloe still though have the ball. They have an opportunity for a shot, and it's popped just over the bar. This broadcast before we wrap up, and of course don't forget this is the first of 2 live games on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. We'll tell you about that in a moment, because Patrick Cormican has been fouled, gets the pass over Garage Markin with a shot. It's in the net. It's a goal for Kiltormer. 3 in a row. They have won the Junior 1 Hurling Championship for 2025. They've won this game by 7 points, 313 to 112. Sarah Farr, your overall.
Start your day right at H53 Coffee, Ballinasloe, the local coffee spot serving never a day's trouble coffee beans, homemade sausage rolls and fresh smoothie bowls. Enjoy simple, tasty breakfasts, delicious lunches and irresistible cakes and bakes, all made with care right here in Ballinasloe. H53 Coffee, great taste, great people, great coffee.